Hi everyone, Carmen Broxman here with Choose Joy with Carmen. And today's card is basically going to be my sheet load of cards that I get from being a member of the Call Me Crafty Owl channel. So I became a member with her about 3 months ago, and I just love her templates that she puts out because it uses a lot of designer series paper, and I've got tons of it. And there's always some perks with being a member of her program that she has, and one of them is and let me show you here. I guess I should have separated these out a little better, but what she did is she went ahead and created a template for her members to use so that they could use on the cards. And I'm going to be using them today on my card. But basically, she has different sentiments. So this says, "You're so kind." And and then I just went ahead and printed them off on cardstock and then cut them down. And then there's heartfelt thanks and just a note and hello there. Hello, friend. We've got happy birthday, birthday wishes. Today's your day. Celebrate today. Way to go. And it just goes on and on. I could, congratulations. She just made up a bunch of different sayings and created them so that we could use on our cards. And that's what I'm going to use today. But first off, I really want to focus on how the past, which is going to be these products here, and the present, and what happens when they collide. So I'm going to try to focus that on some of my projects, and it's going to basically be, the past and present collide, because I really think that we all have a lot of things that are retired. And we need ideas on how to use them, right? And not just constantly. I mean, I love buying new products. I love this, the Hello Ladybug, and that's what I'm going to use in today's card. And it was bundled with the punch. So I definitely love to purchase new products because they always have great new things coming out. But I also want to be able to use my old products, right? So the paper that I'm going to use today in the card today is basically it was a celebration designer paper. So I obviously earned a lot of it. These are all the same thing. It just happens to be that they packaged them different. But I have like 6 brand new packs here that I've never touched, and a couple packs that are already open that I'm working on. But I got a lot of them because this was, a product that you could earn for free back in 2012. That's how long I've had this paper, since 2012. And so I really want to try to get rid of some of this. So I would love to offer this to people, but I don't know how I would ship it where it would be cost effective. So once I figure that out, I would love to be able to sell old products, or in this case, I could offer something like if you purchased, $50 from me, you'd get a pack for free, kind of like how Celebration works, which is currently going on now, the current one. So once I figure out because I don't want to cut it down. A lot of people cut it down into 6x6, but with the sheet load of cards that Alicia does on her channel, you can't really do that because of the way you need to cut the designer paper. So I don't really want to do that. I guess the only alternative would be that I could cut it down into the sizes that you need if you wanted to make today's card. So if you guys have any ideas, I'm open to them. But I just wanted to show you that I'm using some old product, and I'm also using the old Lucky Limeade ink pad with these neutral candy dots because I wanted to use the black ones on my card today because they're more flat and they really went cute with the current Hello Ladybug stamp set. So I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to show you, and I also used this because I used the corner rounder on these pieces here because I wanted them rounded off, and I used the Memento Tuxedo Black and the Poppy Parade, which these are all current products. But I wanted to show you the paper that came in that pack and the 3 pieces that I'm going to be using. So this is the paper that is in that paper pack that I just showed you. So let's go it this way. So there's this design and this and this one. So I'm basically showing you the front and back. And there's that one, this one. And there's a set in the current mini catalog that I think would go great with this paper because of the way the stamp is made. So I just want to encourage you to take a look at your old retired stuff and see how you can use it with current products. And then these are the 3 that I'm going to be using on my card today. So it's this one, and this one. This was my favorite. I remember when this came out back in 2012, why I got so much of this, because I loved this paper. So, okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to show you a little trick that I did when I was creating this card. So when I went to go, let me move this stuff out of the way. When I went to go stamp the wings, when I went to go stamp the little dots, they weren't dark enough for me. And I inked my ink pad, and I guess I just wasn't being very successful with that. So what I ended up doing, and I'm really, really loving it, is I took a blender pen and I went ahead and just picked up some of the color from the Memento Tuxedo Black, and I started to color the dots in with the blender pen. But what I really like about it, because kind of that's going to make the center a little more darker, it gives it that dimension, kind of like a 3D dimension. Look, I just love it because you still have that lightness on the outside. So that's what casts that shadow that gives it that extra 3D look. So I wanted to just show you that little trick that I did. See, and this is what happens. You go to do something and you're not liking it. So then you have to come up with some kind of idea to make it better. And then you stumble across a little technique that seems to work better for you. So let me go ahead and I'm going to finish up the cards because her template makes 9 of them. And so I want to finish them up before I come back to show you them and show you what I did. And then I will also link her video on how she went ahead and cut and created this month's sheetload of cards. So I will be back with you here in a minute. Okay, I am back. I'm going to set these aside so I can show you the cards and the different designs that you get. So this, I decided to use on all of them, the Poppy Parade cardstock for my base. And then once you do the cutting, as Alicia will show you in her video, once you do the cutting with all the designer paper, then you can stack them and get different designs on each card. And then I use the template that she did that I showed you earlier with the sentiments, and I used different sentiments. And I created that ladybug to go on here from the current, from the Hello Ladybug bundle. And the leaf is also from there, and I used the retired Lucky Limeade ink pad because that was the color of green that was in the designer paper. And I off stamped it so that it wasn't so stark and light. And plus it gives it that little, the light and dark when you off stamp it because you don't always do it the same way each time. And I like that look. And then I added the retired, what were they called? They were called the Neutrals Candy Dots, and I used the black ones on this card. So I'll just step you through. Now, when you do her design, so like if you noticed, these three all have the same background here, and these two are the same because that's just the way it works out. But this one's different in that this part and this part's different. So that's how it goes when you do all of them. So the background is different here, and then these two are, let's see, yeah, these two are the same. So there's that, and then I use different sentiments on each of the cards for what I think I might be needing. And then here's the last three. So this is different than the other two, and then you have these two that are identical. So there you have it. There is this month's sheet load of cards created with retired and current products, which I'm calling When Past and Present Collide. So I hope you enjoyed that, and you will find the link to her video so that you can see how she did the cutting and the assembling. So, and you can find out how you can get her template and how you can get her template that she uses here for us to cut. So hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and if you want to share my video so that others can enjoy this, I would appreciate that. So you all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.